I was very I got goosebumps when I saw the
really?
stage because
Welcome to YouTube's favorite K-pop show, DK News.
I'm sick.
Sick Danny, sick David, sick
too?
I'm sick.
Okay. I'm literally sick.
Okay.
But we have lots and lots of news today.
You
First
need some
off,
tea.
I need some tea.
Arthdal Chronicles and Vagabond begins. Big budget dramas, mixed reviews.
Wow. Second, we have Hyuna's ass stirring up the Korean internet.
Last but not least, AOA opens a new era of K-pop, introducing feminism and gender reversal to the mainstream public.
How odd is it that the second news is Hyuna's ass and third news is this? But
Well,
anyway,
that's hot ass tea.
Right. On to the first news.
Arthdal Chronicles finally end, and a new series called Vagabond begins, and there are mixed reviews on these big budget dramas. So blockbuster K-drama Arthdal Chronicles has finally come to an end. The drama we covered in our previous DK News.
Right.
Arthdal Chronicles, the big production, huge budget drama is facing huge criticism. And you know what? There's supposed to be seasons. Just season one.
I don't know if they're gonna continue on that.
Has already gone through 3 parts and finally aired its last 18th episode just yesterday.
So was the critical acclaim different?
In the beginning, Arthdal Chronicles had such a bad reputation because the first 2 episodes maybe, which spent so much time on like placing the setting and explaining the whole universe of the Arthdal Chronicles, people thought it was hard and boring. And also the drama used $50 million, but the CG or props were not top quality.
They kind of sucked.
CG.
Oh, yeah.
We have to talk about the CG and the props.
What happened?
So, people are extremely disappointed with the CG quality. Some are saying it was even better in the 1990s or the 2000s, early 2000s.
It looked like if you play StarCraft.
Yeah, and people called it like a fake Korean version of Game of Thrones. And viewers were quick to judge the whole drama just by watching the first 2 episodes. I mean, that's what happens when you do a lot of promotion. You spent $50 million.
They hyped it up too much.
Yeah. So, however, currently there are dominantly more positive comments on how the drama is amazing, and people are actually urging for a season 2.
Wow.
Let's look at some comments.
Okay.
Oh, it's so amazing. I want a season 2. It can't end like this way. It was so fun. Oh my god. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, so all of them are so positive. So fans of the Arthdal series, including myself, are dumbfounded that the series might potentially end at this point. And if you've seen the drama, did you see it?
No.
Okay. You missed out. The story has literally just begun. It's the unfolding of the introduction. The main characters haven't even met, got their revenge, and they just declared a war, and it ends like that.
Oh, so it's a cliffhanger.
It's like, I declare war
And
against
then it's like-
Song Joong-ki, and Song Joong-ki's like, yeah, and then it ends. Obviously, it makes no sense that the series would end like this. Thus, netizens were literally petitioning in the comment sections of articles demanding another season, and some speculated that it would have further seasons, pointing out that Netflix had like the S1, like the season 1 on it, written in front of the title, or like some Instagram post from the official account saying that it had already signed the like 3-season contract with Netflix.
Okay.
However, it was still not made clear if there's gonna be future seasons. First of all, the ratings were below 7%, which is not.
I mean, it's okay, I guess.
It's mediocre.
Yeah, considering the budget, it's not that great.
And the actors and actresses put out farewell statements as well, while the staff kept absolutely silent about further seasons. And some of the actors, like Jang Dong-gun, said, like,
Taegon was a very different character from what I've acted in the past. Thus, it was challenging, but I tried my best. I can't really believe that Arthdal Chronicles has ended. It was an honor and good experience.
They're saying it's like gonna be the end.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
And Song Joong-ki also said,
It was the first time I acted like 2 different characters in one drama. It was hard but fun at the same time. The universe and story is so big and enormous. That's why I had so much ambition.
now he doesn't because it's over.
Yeah, and Kim Ok-bin said,
The director, writer, staff, we all got so close and worked so hard, but now thinking that we won't be able to see each other, it makes me so sad. Thanks to the viewers who gave us so much support and cheers.
the actors and actresses are making it seem like they're discontinuing.
Maybe that's part of the show though.
Maybe. But finally, today morning, TVN came out saying that Arthdal was initially scripted as a seasoned drama, and however, season 2 can only happen if producers, like investors and viewers, provide support.
Right.
We are having positive talks currently, but the decision will be made soon. So it's to be determined. So for now, nobody knows whether it will continue the series, but we can see that at least 7% of TV viewers are sending support.
So do you think it'll continue? Think it should continue?
I think it will continue, and let's leave that for the debate.
Okay.
Because we have another big drama coming up called Vagabond. Have you heard about this?
No. I don't watch TV.
It's not TV. I watch it through Netflix.
It's all TV, man. Tell me about Vagabond.
First of all, the production cost is $20 million.
Smaller than Arthdal.
But still blockbuster,
Right.
relatively in the K-drama scene. The first 2 episodes are set in Morocco. The location is very diverse, or
It's very far away.
far away, and they have like a scene of an airplane crashing with a bunch of CG. So that costs a lot of money. The action scenes are top notch, to be honest. It's like
You already saw it?
yeah, it's 007 or
조카 죽인 놈 마멘부아 FBI NIS
007.
yeah,
okay.
in Mission Impossible. Not to that level, but in the K-drama
I
scene.
remember the last time that happened.
I mean, in the K-drama scene, it's pretty much like that. It's like, you know how Mission Impossible, James Bond, no. Tom Cruise goes to like these foreign countries like Dubai and like run in like local markets and jump on
off the building or something.
Exactly, off cliffs and do like driving scenes. It's like that.
Okay.
As you can see, the cast is amazing. 이승기, 수지, 백윤식, 이경영, they're like all top actors.
right.
So I can see where the money went. And the story is amazing. And it already hit a 10% rate.
TV rating.
Yeah, which is very good for the first 2 episodes.
Right.
But there's a lot of controversy already.
For what? So dramatic.
First of all, of course, it's Suzy's acting. People are pissed about Suzy.
Well, whenever she acts, people are pissed, it seems.
Yeah.
Like, she's not known as the best actress. I don't find her a problem, but she's not my go-to actress.
Okay, here's like a compilation of comments here. The first one is like, oh, it's so fun. Second one is, oh, Suzy's foot acting. Foot acting, 발연기 means like you're so bad it looks like you're acting with your feet. Something like that. Third one is chopping the drama into 3 pieces every 20 minutes is like trying to gain so much money through advertisements.
Well, that's not the American dramas too.
Fourth one is the filming is so good, the action, 이승기 is so good. I'm looking forward to next week. The last one is like Suzy is so bad at acting, I can't really get into the drama.
Right.
There are mixed reviews.
Now I want to see it.
The last one is a controversy about possibly exploiting or using reference to the Seoul ferry accident. Because in the first scene, what happens is 이승기's nephew goes on a trip to Morocco because he has to like perform or something. On a plane, it explodes and it crashes into the sea.
Does he slip?
No, of course he dies.
Oh, okay.
And the
Spoilers.
No, that's not even the spoiler. And the kid leaves a message like via his smartphone, like which is what happened in the Seoul ferry too. A lot of people received messages, and Isungi cries over that so much, and he goes crazy. A lot of people were saying, oh, they're trying to gain clout from the first 2 episodes, remind people of the Seoul ferry, and that's gonna like stir up stuff. It partly succeeded, even if it was the intention or not, because a lot of articles mentioned that. But anyways, I want to ask the question, in general, what do you think about these K-blockbuster dramas that are happening? It's becoming a trend. You know?
I think it's good. You know, I'm honestly, I don't watch a lot of K-dramas.
So you're indifferent. You're
so
just
like I don't really care.
Yeah, you don't really care.
But I feel like what made K-dramas really great wasn't about like the production value of it. It's more like, you know, there's an entire genre called like makjang. If we're trying to like compete in the level of like blockbusters, honestly, like we don't have the money to compete head on head with like Game of Thrones or something like that. Despite the subpar CGI and stuff like that, I think they have a place in Korean drama history.
I don't like the fact that a big portion of the money went to the casting fees.
Well, that's just reality of production.
It should be allocated more on the production. For example, CGI should have been better rather than like giving all the money to the actors.
The name Song Joong-ki, like what it brings to the audience. Would Chinese people be watching this drama if it was just some no-name actor?
I agree, but I think it's no need for like, oh, let's get Song Joong-ki, let's get Lee Seung-gi, let's get Suji, like name after name after name.
You need fresh faces?
No. The most dreadful thing is companies like CJENM or SBS dominating
Them becoming the Disney.
Exactly. They're just eating up the whole ecosystem, and there won't be any other production companies or broadcasting networks to have a chance against them.
I see that day coming very, very soon actually. Because recently, like CJENM, they announced that they're gonna do like a OTT, basically like a Netflix.
I hope for Arthdal Chronicles season 2.
We should be nice to our CJENM producer friend.
Oh yeah.
I think
we should wipe his ass.
Yeah, I'm gonna lick his ass now.
Yeah.
Okay.
On
to the next news. Speaking of ass, Hyuna's ass just stirred up and completely shocked the Korean internet. Korean internet was shook by Hyuna's ass on September 19th as during a university festival performance of Bubble Pop. Why does the prompter say Bubble Poo? Okay.
Because you wrote Bubble Poo. That's your unconscious.
She pulled up her ass. Oh no, she pulled up her skirt. Hyuna, during the performance of Bubble Pop, she pulled up her skirt to reveal her ass cheeks. Of course, she was wearing some shorts, but they were very, very short. There were some short-ass shorts, very revealing. Everyone, including one of Hyuna's own back dancers, do you see her face? Were shocked by her ass flash.
She just literally did.
Yeah, it was kind of reminding me of like what Jessie did in Waterbomb. You know that? You know that one?
Yeah. There were mixed reviews.
Right. So I'll just read you the reviews. That's not a performance. She's just sexually harassing those people, the viewers. If a man showed his ass or genitals, would that be considered a performance? Don't assume everyone in the crowd would have enjoyed it.
They got a point.
Another commenter said, I really hate this. Think of the people that don't want to see this. This is a positive comment. It's not like she pooed in her pants. What's the controversy? Hyuna later clarified on her Instagram that this was during a college festival that served alcohol in a party-like atmosphere. And she also stated that the stage was not for teenagers because it's for college kids.
Yeah.
Basically,
that's what she said.
That's what she said. I just want to hear like your thoughts on this. I don't know if everybody in that crowd wanted to see that. What makes it okay and what makes it not okay?
This might get sensitive. First of all, my general opinion on this case, I think it was okay. We need to think about where the setting is, what the environment is like, who the audience is. She clarified the audience was not teens, it was college students. They're all above age and they're exposed to that kind of stuff. And it was like a drinking college festival party and she was on stage. Like people were there to see her.
So does that
not like not strip shows. Like hear me out.
Can I do that too? No. Since you're watching my video and you're here to watch me.
Hear me out. I kind of connected it to like the LGBT or pride parades in Korea because like I see very similar comments or reactions to this incident with the pride parades because usually the pride parades are held in City Hall and it's a very public area where families, kids and everyone gathers for picnics and like strolls, and then there are naked guys with like chains on them
with their ass like,
with their like very revealing like underwear, BDSM stuff. So people are like, this is a family environment, there are kids around, I don't want to show my kids these kind of stuff, even if it's your parade, even if it's dedicated to you, you should respect the setting of it. And I totally understand that logic. My gay friend advocates that too. Like I am not representing any
the council meter.
Council meter. I am not representing any of the LGBT groups because I do not represent them. But this is totally from my friend.
He's gay.
Yeah, he's gay. He said he really doesn't like very extreme, like sexualized performances in pride parades because it only makes the image worse to the non-LGBT supportive people. So what he thinks is like LGBT people have to show that they are the same, no different from normal people. All that's different is their sexual preferences.
David just got in some counsel.
I'll stop you. That's what my friend said, my gay friend said. He really respects Hong Seok-cheon because he really blends in well in the society and made a good reputation of himself and is respected. And nobody bashes him because he's gay. There are mixed views on that. But anyways, that came a long way from Hyuna.
It's a bit gray. I don't think it was that vulgar. What she was wearing was not too much short compared to what her backdancers were wearing. I think the action itself was what set off a lot of these reactions more than just her showing her ass. That's the important thing here. Like, do whatever you want, I don't care. But aesthetically speaking, like this act, it's not like really sexy.
Oh, that's like a subject.
Okay, well, most people didn't think it was sexy, right? Most people were like, why?
People
Why?
in the crowd liked it, like a lot of dudes.
Did you like it?
I mean, well,
I was like, yeah, maybe I'm just old and lost my sex drive. I guess like it's her body. But does that apply to me too then? It's my eyes. It's my
yeah, so
choice.
like that's
why are you forcing me to see this?
That's why the setting and environment is so important, because if Hyuna or dude were to be at a school or just a park and suddenly went in front of a bunch of people and did that, that's called the Burberry man.
Yeah, that's,
you know,
that's called public obscenity.
Even if you didn't really flash your dick, I mean, even if you just had underwear on and you just went to a public place and did that, a lot of people would actually call the police, try to like sue you for sexual harassment or something. The setting is what's most important. There was alcohol, it was a festival, and it was on stage, so I think it was okay. Time for a quack bag
of the week.
Quack bag.
Boys
Did you finally
interact. Amanda says no one
should be forced to go to the military nowhere in the world. Period. Wow, she is firm. Danny is pretty hypocrite when it comes to military service. She says, I am liberal, fresh mind, not conservative, but I suffered with the military and everybody has to. Oh, this person knows me. This is Danny. Spare me. Well,
you know me very well, Amanda, except for the fact that I'm not that liberal, honestly, but I don't know where you got that idea, but hey, yeah, so
are you a conservative Korean man?
I would say like I'm liberal leaning on certain things and then conservative on certain things. I'm not like, let's go vegan.
That point aside, I feel like you need to maybe understand the situation we are in right now, right? Yeah, because like no one should be forced to go to the military nowhere in the world. Like I agree. Like in ideal setting, that's great. I do wish like we didn't have to go, but the reality is that we're just like living, I don't know, like 50 miles away from North Korea, where all the artilleries and bombs are and missiles are. So like if you think about it, like we need mandatory service whether we like it or not, because North Korean people, North Korean government, they have a military that's twice the size of South Korea. So it's like if you don't have mandatory service, why are you laughing? If you don't have mandatory service, then we don't have enough people to serve.
Mine is Risa Lehan says, why is dating such a horrible thing in Korea? Yikes, let them be grown men. They will date. They will have girlfriends. So weird. So I just picked this because I have a personal story about this, because after my first girlfriend during college, which I dated for 4 years, after that, I've never told my mom that I have a girlfriend. My parents think it's a horrible thing too for me, because like I should be focusing on studying right now. I should not convert my energy into other stuff, and they think probably if I'm dating, I'm gonna like make someone pregnant or something like that, or sex should not be done before marriage and those kind of stuff. So
they'd be surprised then.
Those kind of shut up. Those kind of values are still strong in Korea, I would say. Like dating, it's not very looked as in like a positive perspective, in my opinion. Yeah, around me, like my adults, elders, or the adults around me, or my parents don't look as dating. Don't look.
Do they want you like just not dating until you're like 32 and then they're gonna give you a girl?
Yeah, because that's what they did in their age.
Arranged marriage.
Yeah, arranged marriage was very popular, and I have met very few old people that have like slept or had a relationship with over like 5 people, you know.
Oh, really?
Because like all of them date like a person for a long time or get arranged and then just marry. That was what happened in the past, but now it's like become very, you know, different.
It's just like people are like fuck
swiping left and right.
Right. So. Like, so what would your parents' reaction be to you on Tinder?
I'm not on Tinder.
I know, but what if you were? What if you were on Tinder and you were swiping and then your parents saw it?
My mom would probably break my phone.
Wow.
Yeah,
Really?
No joke. No joke.
What
She
if
would legit break my phone.
then? How do you like stay overnight?
Oh, I always lie.
Like for what? What do you say?
I say like I'm staying at Danny's.
What? You've never slept in my house ever.
I have so many selfies and live streams, and I
Oh
always
my
screen
God.
cap that and send it to my
Oh
mom.
my god!
I'm like, I'm not.
I wasn't even aware of this.
I'm sure you use that too.
No, I
Against your
I
mom.
live by myself. I don't care. Like they don't know. They don't know who's sleeping in my house or their house or whatever.
Well, it's not like anything happens that I sleep overnight. So
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
still a virgin. So. Oh, I always lie
You're using me then.
because it's convenient.
Okay, well there you go.
Next news. So there's this program recently called Queendom on Mnet. Have you seen that?
Yes, I've been watching it.
Oh,
It's
really?
good. It's really good. Yeah, I don't watch TV, but it's really good.
Okay, so it's this program where K-pop girl groups or soloists appear and do performances like switching each other's songs.
Right.
It's been a hot trend because many talented idols like Mamamoo, Pakbom appeared and slayed with their performances.
Right.
But last week, the spotlight was totally monopolized, stolen by the 8-year idol girl group AOA.
Right.
And everyone on the internet was talking about AOA's performance of Mamamoo's Egotistic. And here's some comments about it. 김설은 존잘봐. AOA 앨범 언제 나와요? 저 진짜 살 거예요. 팬싸도 가고 싶어요. So this person called 설현 handsome,
Handsome,
super handsome.
AOA's egotistic performance is a performance that's
K-pop-
to be left in K-pop history.
In K-pop history. Okay, so what was so special about it?
Oh, everything.
Yeah, as you can see, they all dressed up in men's formal attire, clothing, and we might have seen that before in like Girls' Generation. However, they also used voguing dancers
What is that?
as back dancers, and voguing, it's a genre of street dance when gay or transgender people started imitating the fashion magazine Vogue's like bizarre model posing and stuff. And it got mainstream attention when Madonna embodies that concept in her 1990 album called Vogue. It's a dance style, voguing. So in AOA stage, there were muscular, tall guys dressed as women and in high heels dancing, which means that AOA deliberately was trying to reverse the fixed gender roles of our society and K-pop. So many critics have stated that this performance was very symbolic and that it shows this current era's demand. Plus Jimin, not the BTS Jimin, AOA Jimin, who was the main planner of this stage, in her rap part she raps, "I don't want to be a flower that will wither, I'll be a tree." So thus she wanted to change the stereotype of women being seen as flowers. So feminist authority Kwon Kim Hyun-young posted that her statement is the hip-hop mind itself and a feminist declaration towards all women of this era. Wow.
That's a pretty heavy way to put it. Yeah.
And FNC Entertainment backed the statement up by saying that Jimin's intention was to show themselves as confident beings who can do whatever they want to do, just like the original lyrics of Egotistic. So AOA Mamamoo cross,
Right.
feminist girl power. So this stage was seen as shocking to many K-pop fans because the image of AOA before was always very obedient, sexy, pretty women, and like their hit songs like Heart Attack or Short Skirt.
Right.
Yeah, Short Skirt.
Like it's already very objectifying.
Yeah, this is not confirmed, but there were alleged rumors that Choa kind of left because of like hardships with
Some
being a female in the K-pop scene.
right.
So a group like that, in the brisk of disbanding, trying a new concept totally different from what they used to do, made them receive so much applause. What are your general thoughts of this?
I got goosebumps when I saw
Oh,
the
really?
stage because it's like a very bold statement for a female K-pop group to put out,
Yeah.
or any K-pop group to put out, for the matter of fact, because like, you know, they have like these guys dressed in
high heels.
high heels and shit like that. Coincidentally, I went to a drag show for the first time last weekend, and like the thing with like showing this to the public, it kind of like really breaks down what people think of how men or women should look like. And you know, if you think about it, like girl groups, like women, they can wear like what men do, and actually they do. They do in society, but at least in the K-pop context, there's been very little cases of where females wear clothes like what AOA did, right, on stage. They're expected to wear shit that reveals their skin and stuff. So I think it's a very bold move that they're showing this, and perhaps it was only possible because they were in this state. Like, they have very few male fans left, right? I think most of their fan base is female, so I think they had very little to lose at this point, which made them even bolder. But I really applaud that. And one thing that's like kind of saddens me is I think this has made a very big social impact and message on the Korean people. But the international fans, I don't think they're getting the message. Because most of the comments that I've seen on like the video that were from like that were in English, they were like, oh, like Jimin slayed the stage, blah blah blah, which is like, I mean, that's great, like they performed great, but I think the main focus of this performance, why it's so great and so symbolic, is because of its message.
That's what DK News is doing. We're letting the international audience know
Exactly.
how awesome that performance was.
So it is very awesome. A lot of people didn't like this message.
Of course,
as well,
it's Korea.
But it's Korea, and
It's
also
homophobic.
like that's I think it more has to do with AOA being the like profiting off of perhaps sexualizing themselves.
The femi-coin and stuff.
Yeah. So like I feel like I feel like what these people who are critical about this performance feel is that AOA, they've most of their career profited off of sexualizing themselves, and then now that they've lost their popularity and really like very few people care about them anymore, now they become these feminist, you know, like, oh, like we actually really hated being sexualized.
I mean, why can't they think people change over time,
right,
gradually?
And also,
and if I were in the K-pop scene as a girl group, I would become a feminist.
Me too.
For sure.
Honestly, I would become a feminist
like,
too. Yeah,
dudes.
I would hate men.
I see disgusting comments on YouTube.
Right. I feel like because they went through that kind of stuff, maybe that gives them even more power to their words, because they've experienced everything and then realize, okay, well, this kind of sucks, so we need to change this. So yeah, all in all, I do agree with that critic. This is a very, very iconic performance. I would say it's like one of the most iconic performances of the past, of this generation.
Decade. Yeah, like a lot of critics actually said that too. And I kind of agree too, because I mean, it's not just feminism. There is feminism aspects inside it, but like the voguing and the drag queens. Right. Like if you see them, it's about like gender reversal. Gender is just like gender. Right. Like, it's just it doesn't tie you to certain gender roles or attire or anything. Right. So like it's just breaking all those kind of norms and like things that exist so deeply rooted in Korea. Right. And we have strong gender roles in Korea. Right. Like traditionally, females are supposed to be in like the kitchen. They're not
anymore though.
No, like in traditional terms. And that is in our subconscious. Right. You know, and even in Chuseok, it still happens. Like females are still in the kitchen. They're making pancakes while dudes are just playing, you know, Ghost Stop.
And also the opposite way, like where like dudes are expected to make money for the family.
Yeah. So anyways,
it's like goes both
either
ways.
side has gender roles
for both ways.
And
honestly.
it's very strictly.
I have no money, yo.
Yeah.
To fucking marry.
It's very strictly.
I can't buy you a house.
Expected to follow those gender roles in K-pop, which is a non-politic or very like.
There's very little politics.
People try to be safe. Other than groups like BTS, there's not a lot of like strong messages in other K-pop lyrics or performances. But this, it had the lyrics, Jimin's lyric as well, and it had the aspects in the stage as performance. So I think like all in all, it's like a milestone for Korean K-pop performance.
Yes, I'm gonna just say this. Like, you know, there were a lot of shocking performances, blah, blah, blah. Like, Hwasa showing her ass and shit. They're all great. But seriously, like, they don't bring about a conversation, honestly.
Exactly.
It's more like, oh, Hasa's ass or Hyuna's ass. This is like, what is this? It's so vulgar. And that's about it. Like, people don't go further than that. So this stage, I think, is the most provocative and also thought-invoking and also like socially aware and like change-evoking stage I've ever seen in recent years in K-pop. Like past decade. I don't know before that because honestly I was too young to be aware, but like the past decade I've never seen a stage like this.
Yeah.
So
And we can't leave out the fact that there was context as well, because Mamamoo, Hwasa, no bra, and like not giving a fuck.
Right.
You know, like Mamamoo is like the female empowerment group of Korea.
right.
So they're like passing on their flame to AOA, like lending their song, and AOA is performing it and using it to like break all standards and stereotypes.
Right.
So it's iconic in every way.
Yes. I hope there's more that comes out of this show because did you see this show?
Not that much. I just see the clips.
It sheds new light on these girl groups. I mean, like Mamamoo, groups like that, they're always like known as the skilled groups, but like, you know, people don't think of AOA as necessarily like, oh, they're a group about you know, message or skills, but like they're showing off their skills.
It's
like
rediscovery.
It's rediscovering these girl groups, and I think it's a really good show. So
and also I saw a lot of compliments on Oh My Girl as well, because they did like a traditional performance.
Oh, and also G Idol got like some shit for culturally appropriate.
Oh shit, yeah.
But let's talk about that another time, man.
This show is very
It has
hot.
It's full of
It's
shit.
hot
Like it's
potato.
full of cultural appropriation and then feminism.
Just the appearance of Park Bom herself.
Right,
You know,
like people are pissed that Park Bom looks the way she looks. Like it's just like full of drama.
That's why it's called the
and
Queen. You know,
Queendom.
Queendom.
And I really like it. It's the best Mnet show I've seen since like I'm Pretty Rap Star.
I'm Pretty Rap Star.
I'm Pretty Rap Star was the shit,
That
man.
was entertaining.
Yeah, like the Jesse
Not in a
and
good
Jesse
way.
and Lil Sham.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's it for this week's DK News. Go watch the iconic performance by AOA and also the show Queendom. And go to our Patreon page at patreon.com/DKDKTV to support us. And we will see you guys next time.
And before we go, come to our fan meet on October 1st during the Seoul Music Festival. It's free. You get to see us, take a selfie, receive albums and goodies, and enjoy.
Yeah.
So 3 to 4 p.m. Description down below.
And we'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.